going on, everybody? This is Penn, and welcome back to the channel. Now, in between finishing up the last recording and the recording that you're seeing for today, that Buzz Media Player home screen, man, that thing got some serious bugs that it needs to some things need to be ironed out. Sudden navigation not working, the sections not deleting itself, having to use the right remote to get the navigation back temporarily only for it to go away. It's this home screen that comes with this device. As soon as you boot up this device, this is what it comes with, and this is default. And it's default for a reason, because it seems to be the most stable out of all of them. So even though it may not be my personal preference, it's still clean enough and still have some easy navigational items that most people will find comfortable and they'll be fine with. All right. So what I'm going to do here is, in this video, I want to talk about setting up the favorites once we have the applications installed, and also talk about some examples of devices that you can get, devices that I have, different technologies within the space, and the prep work that can be very much needed to be successful with this device. Now, I do have all three of my premium services hooked up to this device. So if I click on live TV, it's going to go directly into the application and show some channels. So I will not be doing that. That would be Rumble. This is easy. VOD, that's movies, TV series. You watch your TV shows, PVR. If you do any recordings, this device is stated that it can record. This will be the section where you can access that. And this will go right into the EPG. It is going to load up the BuzzTV TV guide. And man, it looks, in my opinion, phenomenal, especially on a larger display. All right. So here, let's add some applications. So I want my YouTube. I want my Streamio. All right. I definitely want the Buzz Smart Remote. File managers. Why not? Let's add in, let's do a speed test app. Cool with that. Add in our Play stores. And that's about it, to be honest. And if we do that, as you can see, everything is laid out in the order in which I selected. And of course, let's just say if something is out of order, let's say if I want the speed test to be at the bottom. Oh, let me just go here. So I can move this and I can put it right at the bottom of the list. Just like that. So we can do all apps here. Then there's some applications here down below. You know, the applications down below, I still believe it's not necessary, since you have all apps right here, and then you can set your favorites with this. I mean, if they remove this, then this would be totally clean. But maybe they felt like, in terms of the interface, how they had the top row laid out, that it would have been too empty. But hey, push out an update to where this can be optional, to where you can remove like this bottom row, because to me, it just seems redundant. Buzz, I hope you're listening. All right, so that's what I have so far in terms of the prep work, just in terms of getting the applications installed. I showed that on a prior video, and what I'm going to be rocking with. As you can see, I don't have a ton of apps loaded in. You know, I got a couple of Play Stores, a speed test, got some file managers. I got the Buzz Smart Remote, covered that in the introductory video. Got an application for video on demand, my movies and TV, outside of what's going to be on my premium services. And I have an ad-free YouTube. That's all that I need to be successful. What your wants and your needs may be completely different from me and everyone else. Please keep that in mind. These amount of applications, I can be successful on any device. No need to bloat it. No need to overload it. Simplicity is key. Okay? Now, and we have plenty of room to work with in case I want to do a bunch of recordings. Then there's that as well. Now, what I'm going to do in this case is, before I get into some devices examples that you can be successful with this device, I'm going to go ahead and go into the internet speed test. Let's test the Wi-Fi 6 while we're on this video. And I'm just going to select start. This is going to give me just a good basis or a general idea when I'm entering in my applications, when I'm trying to watch something. Just what am I working with? That's all it is. You're just checking your numbers. That's it. Okay. Almost went 400 there. So that's very solid. And you do not need a ton of speed to stream on the BuzzTV application that comes with this device. Your premium services are most likely going to be running, those streams are going to be between 5 to tops maybe 8 megabits per second, because it's not a lot of providers that have a ton of 4K channels to begin with. And even those 4K channels are compressed. We're talking maybe 10 to maybe 13 megabits per second, if that. If it's more, it's not a ton. As you can see, even if you're on Wi-Fi 6 or Wi-Fi 5, if your network is tight, you're using great cables, you have your equipment placed in the appropriate manner, your numbers should be solid on both Wi-Fi and hardwired. And this is my numbers for Wi-Fi 6. All right, so I'm going back out. Okay. So I'm going to transition into some devices that you may want to consider. Now, rather you want to have a wireless setup that gives you the ability to hardwire, that's affordable, or you want a little bit more advanced setup that gives you room for availability, you know, more comfort, more stability, things like that. Okay, so I'm going to switch here. So this is Verizon 5G home internet. Unfortunately, it's not available at my address. I would have definitely had this alongside my T-Mobile 5G home internet. 5G home internet is awesome because it gives you a different option when it comes to this particular product or any product within the streaming or cord cutting space. The goal here is for you to save money, but you have to be able to spend money up front. And you're able to choose what is your exact budget. It doesn't have to be insanely high. It doesn't have to be insanely low either. And with options like T-Mobile and 5G and Verizon, they're giving you plans, as you can see, as low as $35 a month, or $45 a month. And depending on what are your wants and needs, you may not feel like paying $45 a month. You may only want 35. And they're guaranteeing fast speeds. And if it's anything like the T-Mobile 5G, you're going to be seeing speeds similar to what I showed you on my speed test, or better, or probably less. Just depends on your area. But look at the price that we're referring to. This can work. These devices are more plug and play, and you're able to easily connect this device to your Buzz, and you will be up and running in no time. T-Mobile, it's a competitor. They also offer 5G home internet. I have this as well. I use this as a backup to my Xfinity gigabit service. And you can get this as low, as far as what they're advertising, as low as $40 a month. Just based off what's on their website. And once again, these are ways to where if you're trying to save some money and cut the cable cord from the larger, more established corporations like Xfinity, Cox, AT&T, Spectrum, you may want to look this way because you have a variety of options when it comes to your streaming setup. Now, this is my main setup. I'm running Xfinity gigabit service, and for my modem, I was recommended by an Xfinity Tech, the Netgear Nighthawk multi-gig 2.5 gigabits per second cable modem. It's a little bit pricey, but let me tell you, if you've seen my channel lately, you know that I live stream in 4K. You know that I upload in 4K. And you know that my network is crucial because I work from home. Combine this with the ROG Rapture GTAX 11000. This is from Asus. And for my switch, I have everything hardwired essentially in my setup. I'm using a TP-Link 16-port gigabit desktop switch. Plug and play, no configuration necessary. These are examples in which you can research on your own, depending on what internet service provider that you happen to want to do business with, or what you feel is the best bang for your buck. Your network is crucial. It's essential. Do not skip out on the fundamentals. Do your homework. Learn what internet service providers are available in your area, and it's only going to make your Buzz TV experience even greater. I guarantee it. All right. So that about sums up this episode that you see here. All right. Now, in the coming episodes, we're going to be getting into those file managers, different ways and options to manage and bring content on this device, as well as we're going to be getting into the Rumble content where we're going to be going over the BuzzTV experience on the BuzzTV X5 Super Sport, a device that is a statement piece from BuzzTV. Until next time, peace out. Thank you for watching and take care. Goodbye.